Hey guys, Novacast here, and today I'm bringing to you guys 5 tips that will make you a building god. So these tips are relatively new techniques developed by pro players, so most likely you haven't seen all of them, so be sure to stick around till the end of the video so you can get the most out of it. And also I just want to say I'm not relatively a top 5 type of channel. I am more of a tips channel, so if you do learn anything new, be sure to drop a sub on the channel because I'm the type of person that will relay you any new information that comes out in Fortnite. I'm always on top of it, so if you guys are looking to learn, be sure to drop a sub on the channel because I'm only here to help you out. Also, I just want to say if you guys have any real questions, hit up my Twitter, NovacastTV, because I cannot keep up with the comments. You guys absolutely kill the comment sections. So you guys actually want to talk to me and ask me questions, be sure to hit my Twitter. Again, NovacastTV. And yeah, that's almost it. One last thing, this is a post commentary. I am going to be going over in post commentary so I can explain what's going on a lot more in depth so you guys have a background to what's going on so I can pause it and explain in very much detail what's going on so you guys can understand better. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this top 5. Alright guys, so the first tip we're actually going to be going over is the advanced way to gain back high ground. There's a basic way to gain back high ground, and there's an advanced way. The advanced way actually is called the double ramp high ground strat, and I will be going over it more in depth. But first I want to talk about the basic way to gain high ground, and this is exactly how you do it. So when someone actually builds a ramp over your ramp, as you can see right here, if you are on the lower ramp, all you want to do is jump up, place a platform down, and this is the regular high ground strat. You place a ramp out, 2 platforms, and then a ramp back the other way so you get the high ground on top of the person that was actually building up on you. But the problem really arises when the person who already has high ground on you continues building upwards, so your basic high ground strategy doesn't actually get you high ground. As you can see right here, this 1x1 is already higher than that basic high ground strategy that I went over before. And seeing that if you did that, you would not have high ground on top of the person that you were pushing initially. So there is an alternate way and a more advanced way to actually get high ground on someone who has built way above you. And this is more of a advanced high ground strat, and it's called the double reverse ramp strat. And this is how you do it. So the first step is to place a platform above your head. This will make it so you can actually connect 2 ramps off of what you're building. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there's a lot of people, a lot of good players recently who are actually building 2 ramps outwards. And this is exactly how it looks like. I'll go over it in more in depth in just a second. But this is how it looks like. You just build out while actually making somewhat of a roof type thing, like a tube for you while you're building up so you cannot get shot. It gives you 2 layers of protection, and it makes it harder for you to get shot down and dropped so you don't lose fall damage or anything. You can actually push the person. So to do this, what you guys want to do is put a ramp out and then a ramp above you, and you want to connect it. And then basically it auto builds for you. Now what you have to be very careful of is you want to place an extra ramp out so you can actually turn around and put walls down so you can build the other way. So that's basically the only thing that actually is complicated about this. The only thing that's basically complicated about this is you have to make sure that there's an extra ramp going outwards, not above you, so you can actually turn around exactly like this. You want to make it so there's an extra ramp going outwards and not above you, so you can actually get the high ground, and it gives you kind of like a tube type of cover to push people. So right here's an actual perfect example of me actually fighting one of my friends, and I use this method, the double ramp reverse high ground strat, and I gain excessive high ground upon him, and he doesn't know how to react. He cannot build a 1x1 fast enough, like upwards, to actually gain high ground upon me, seeing that this method of gaining high ground is very, very effective. And seeing that I had high ground upon him from the initial get-go, it was very easy to maintain high ground upon him, seeing that I basically initially already had high ground upon him, and I could just light him up with shotgun shots, as you could see right there. Obviously it did not connect with him, seeing that he is my teammate, but right there that would have been a kill shot. This is a very effective method. Alright guys, so for tip number 2, we're going to be switching roles. This is what you guys do when you have high ground upon someone and how to kill them the most effectively. So if I play this clip right here, as you can see, my teammate is actually building downwards and he's letting me gain high ground upon him. So in this example, I clearly have high ground upon my friend, and what he's going to do is jump up, place a platform down to do the reverse high ground strat. So this is the most common strat that people use to get high ground back. So they usually end up placing a platform. And now what you do when they place a platform is build a 1x1 around their platform so you can actually trap them in a box and edit downwards and then just shoot them because you've trapped them in the box. The thing is, if you build a 1x1 around them, they cannot actually edit anything that you have built clearly. That's pretty obvious. So you have them trapped underneath your ramp, and you can easily just edit downwards and shoot them. So obviously they're stuck here. Usually what they would do is end up doing a reverse ramp like this, but seeing that it's your wall, they can't actually do anything, and it actually puts most people in panic mode. So what they usually end up doing is try mining a wall down, and by that time you can actually edit very fast and get the jump on them and kill them. Alright, so now that I've established what the 1x1 box of death is, I actually want to go over what to do to get yourself out of a box of death. So this is exactly what you do. It's very, very simple. It's way more easier than you would think. All you really have to do is just edit downwards. People don't think of this. You can just edit downwards and you get yourself out of the box of death, and you can just react accordingly. Another smart thing you can do is, if you're really low on health and you don't want them dropping down no matter what, is you can actually place a trap down in one of the walls, and actually deters them from dropping down upon you seeing that obviously you're not trying to get spike trap. No one's trying to get spike trap. That's a good method to actually counter the box of death. But yeah, the box of death is very effective for those who don't know how to react to it. But now you guys know how to react, so you can react accordingly. Right here is a live example of me actually build battling my friend, and I'm trying to just trap him in a box of death by getting high ground upon him. So I'm just build battling him, and it's a pretty solid build battle, not gonna lie. My friend's a pretty good builder, and we're just going up and up, and I'm just trying to box him in. And right here, he actually went through my platform, but that's okay. That happens in Fortnite. You just continue building up, continue getting high ground, and eventually you're going to trap him in a box. Like I did right here, I got the box of death upon him, dropped down on him, didn't know how to react, and I got him with my shotgun. So yeah, this is a very, very effective method. Alright guys, so tip number 3 is actually how to avoid falling through your ramps when you're trying to do the reverse high ground strat. So I experienced this problem a lot, and I actually found the solution, and it's fairly simple. So as you see right here, usually sometimes when you're trying to get high ground on someone, you may fall through your ramp while you're jumping upwards. And this problem is very, very easy to solve. All you have to do is place a platform down before you place the next ramp upwards. This makes it so it's almost impossible to glitch downwards, and it makes it very easy for you to jump upwards. So therefore, even if your jump stamina has gotten lowered, seeing that you've been jumping too much in your build fight, it will make it very easy for you to gain high ground, and it will make it so you do not actually glitch through your box. So right here, jump stamina again, I canceled it out, and I'm just doing the thing. Place a platform down and building a ramp. All you have to do is place this platform. It's wicked easy, and it makes it so you never actually fall through your ramps. And this is very effective, seeing that it does waste time when you fall through your ramps, and it may actually surprise you because you're not expecting to fall through your ramp and you're trying to get high ground on someone. It may save your life. This is a very, very effective tip, and I use it a lot, so you guys should start implementing this into your gameplay if you are seeing yourself falling down through the ramps very often, because this will basically disable that from happening, and it will give you an advantage in most of your fights. So yeah. Okay guys, so the next thing I actually want to talk about, tip number 4, is turn turbo building on. There was recently a turbo building buff that makes it so even on 10 cents if you're on console, that you can build excessively fast. You can build 1x1s excessively fast. And this isn't even the biggest thing about this. The new turbo building makes it so you can ramp wall, double ramp, double wall, excessively easy. I'm a console player and I was never good at double ramp, double walling, but with the new turbo building, even though I'm not that great at it, it's very easy to do the double ramp, double wall, as you can see right here. Again, I am not the best at it. I was never good at it, but it's very easy to do. Like, it's not the hardest thing in the world anymore. Like, it's not the thing that defines you as someone who's good, because beforehand, if you could double ramp, double wall, you were considered to be a good player. But now it's so easy to do with turbo building. It's literally broken. But again, turbo building does place random ramps on the side, random platforms, and stuff like that. So you kind of have to deal with that. It may look a bit funky. As you can see, there are some ramp pieces that are placed awkwardly. But then again, if you think about it, it's just more protection for you. So yeah, even though it does look really funky, it's very effective. So you guys should start using it and turn on turbo building because it's so broken. So yeah, that's tip number 4. Alright guys, so tip number 5 is actually utilizing your pyramid piece. Not a lot of people do. There's multiple different ways to utilize a pyramid piece, and we're going to be talking about a couple of them in this video. So, The most common thing I see people doing with the pyramid piece is actually turning it into a downwards facing ramp. This makes it so if you have high ground and there's no way to drop down from your structure with a platform like this, obviously right here there's no way to drop down, so you would take fall damage. So to avoid that, you can turn your regular ramp into a downwards facing ramp, and you don't have to worry about actually rotating your initial ramp. And this is very effective, seeing that it makes you less confused and it can actually get you out of tight situations. And this is very, very effective for console players. Very effective. May not be as effective for PC, but it's super effective for console players. For PC players, on the other hand, this method right here is very effective. Say someone has high ground on you. What you can do is actually place a roof piece above their head to trap them in. Now they're going to be confused. They're going to be like, what just happened? I can't build upwards. And they're going to be trapped in your little roof piece right here, and you can just shotgun them by building a ramp outwards and just shooting at them. This is very effective. It's called the roof piece trap technique, and not a lot of people use it. So if you're a PC player, I highly recommend using this technique because it's very effective. Even if you're a console player, you can use this. But if you're a console player, I recommend doing a downwards facing ramp because that is very, very effective for console Fortnite. Alright guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. Those were my 5 tips. If you guys learned anything new or didn't know any of those 5 tips, be sure to drop a sub on the channel because I am a tips channel. I'm here to help you learn. So if you learn anything new, be sure to subscribe and obviously like the video if you thought it was a good video. And that's pretty much it. Again, hit up my Twitter if you guys have any real questions because you guys absolutely destroy the comment sections. I cannot keep up. So be sure to follow me and ask me questions on that, and I will be able to respond to you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next time, and peace out, guys. Bye. I'll just let you enjoy this nice little dub right here. Again, if you guys start building and utilizing these tips, you'll get dubs a lot easier, and you'll be able to win a lot more of your fights. So see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye.